Bert Kelly won the bucking contest at the first roundup of 1910. His prize was a handsomely tooled Hamley saddle and the enduring pride of a champion. In 1911, 3 cowboys made it to the finals: John Spain, a white man; George Fletcher, a black man; and Jackson Sundown, a Nez Perce Indian. Sundown's horse brushed a judge and he was disqualified. Fletcher made a graceful, showy ride, but the judges awarded the prize to the white cowboy who rode the notorious Long Tom. The crowd roared its disapproval. The controversial decision drew nationwide attention and catapulted the roundup to fame. In the first 3 decades, the roundup drew glamorous, tough-as-nails cowgirls and daredevil cowboys that fans idolized. Hoot Gibson and Yakima Canute made their names in Pendleton and went on to Hollywood careers. Lucille Mulhall, Fox Hastings, Mabel Strickland, and Bertha Plancett roped steers and rode broncs beside the best of the men. Popular cowgirl Bonnie McCarroll died in 1929 after a fall from a bucking horse in the Pendleton arena. That was the beginning of the end for female performers. Today, only barrel racers represent women athletes in the grass arena. Names of rodeo greats stir vivid memories: Hugo Strickland, Patty Ryan, Bob Crosby, Pete Knight, Casey Tibbs, Choate Webster, Jim Shoulders, Larry Mahan, roper Don McLaughlin, Slim Pickens, Cowboy Clown, Jackson Sundown, champion bucker of the world at age 53. The list keeps growing. Cash Myers, 3-time all-around champion, retired the East Oregonian Trophy in 2008. "More than anything," he said, "pride don't go away. You can spend that money, but you can't spend that pride." Indians have been part of the roundup since it began in 1910. Roy Bishop of Pendleton Woolen Mills invited the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation to take part in the frontier celebration. No one knew whether the tribes had accepted until Bishop, from his office window, saw a cloud of dust gathering on the Sunday before the first roundup. Led by Gilbert Minthorn, the Indians were coming to camp at rodeo grounds on the bank of the Umatilla. For local Cayuse, Umatilla, and Walla Walla people, the roundup presented an opportunity to do what they had done countless times in their long history: camp with relatives and friends, feast, gamble, race horses, parade, sing, and dance. Indians brought horses to the camp and performed in the arena in elegant regalia. They rodeoed and they launched new roundup traditions. Roundup chiefs and 5 all-Indian roundup courts were striking representatives for the show. Tribal people introduced popular Indian dance contests and beauty pageants. They still cherish their roles in the Happy Canyon Night Show, which depicts their ancestral way of life. Since 1955, 2 Happy Canyon princesses have served beside the Roundup Court as the festival's glamorous ambassadors. The Indian village, where hundreds camp in teepees each September, is unique in the world of rodeo as the largest annual Indian encampment in North America. Let her buck. Each September, the call rings out at the Pendleton Roundup. The legendary rodeo celebrates its 100th anniversary in 2010. What began as a contest of skills between cowhands from neighboring ranches grew into the most prestigious rodeo in North America, drawing top bronc busters and bull riders from around the world. Wild West shows were popular at the turn of the last century when millions of people embraced the cowboy as the ideal man. The competitors at Pendleton were the real thing, working cowboys who still broke wild horses and roped and branded cattle. When the first roundup was held in 1910, 7,000 visitors showed up in a town with 6,000 inhabitants. The show was a whirlwind success. Native Americans were part of the roundup from the beginning. Glamorous cowgirls and cowboys added to the excitement. Fast-paced rodeo events included steer roping, steer wrestling, stagecoach, and chariot races. Generations of Roundup volunteers have honed the operations of the week-long festival, complete with parties, parades, and the Happy Canyon Night Show. Clowning, fancy roping, and trick riding divert the crowd between contests, and a Roundup Queen and Court of Princesses promote the show year-round. Pendleton pulls out all stops to welcome the crowds each September. They come from around the country and abroad for a true taste of the wild and woolly West.